I really love the challenge. It's fun, it's exciting, and there's always something new. I mean, it really is like being in a true Willy Wonka chocolate factory, because there's so many things going on. There's, so many balls juggling in the air that you're never bored. That's for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I'm curious. You kind of laid it out, like how the chocolate excursion started, but I'm curious, like, were you ever inspired before by like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as a kid?
Well, I love that movie as a kid, and I really get the deeper meaning of that movie, seeing it as an adult. The original with Gene Wilder is my absolute favorite. I'm not
Absolutely.
as yeah. I mean, the later one, Johnny Depp's good, but for me at least, it doesn't even compare to that
Not
original
even
one.
close. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just. And so, yeah, that movie was fun, exciting for me as a kid. I never really, from that point, I mean, honestly, Ronnie, if somebody had said to me, "Oh, you're going to be in the chocolate business," if they'd said that to me 10 years ago, I probably would have just laughed in their face. I mean, I would have never, like, what, chocolate business? And, it's just interesting how one thing leads to another. And so I can't say, honestly, that watching that movie eons ago ever inspired me, to become a chocolate maker. But obviously it was in the mix, because I did see it and probably went deep into that subconscious mind. And now, look where I am. So what really inspired me, actually, to get in this business, besides David Wolf and his whole thing, was actually, really it's my spiritual path. I mean, basically, chocolate for me was literally an expression of my love. It was look at it like an artist. An artist expresses his or her love and their vision and their creativity through a medium, whatever that medium is. It could be sculpture, it could be graphic arts, computer arts, it could be music, it could be painting, anything, right? And so, there was an artistic side of me that really wanted to be expressed, and it just so happened that chocolate was that medium for me. And so really what was underneath the chocolate was my own love, my love for health and nutrition, my love for raw foods, my love for building stuff, creating new stuff, my love of entrepreneurship, and my own spiritual path. And what I mean by that is I'm a minister of the Sacred Heart, and my religion is love. And so basically, for me, I viewed chocolate as like the most ideal vehicle to actually deliver love to the world. I mean, I actually pray over the chocolate, and I know the science behind praying over the chocolate. So I actually know what's physically happening when I do that, and I know from a scientific point of view how that's being transferred to everybody out there in the world who consumes sacred chocolate. So that was my real motivation behind getting into the chocolate business, was actually my own spiritual path and a vehicle to transfer my love out into the world.
That's beautiful, and I definitely resonate with that. As you know, I'm definitely a huge proponent and voice for cacao, and coming into it more when it's reached a certain level of popularity. But for me, it's definitely a part of my path, and I definitely had no idea whatsoever that chocolate, cacao, even like raw food would be a part of my path. It's like you said, one thing leads to another, and we could get into it upside down, left side, left, right, sideways about all the magical properties of cacao and how it affects people. Definitely, I'm very interested in neuroscience and affecting the brain through nutrition, the really working with degeneration and how to not only reverse it but how to prevent it and how to develop literally genius genetics. And I've I feel that chocolate is one of the key components to actually do that. And if you look at all the longevity research on chocolate, as you very well know, it's all correlated there and then obviously the cardiovascular supporting attributes of cacao. It's very well documented. In fact, maybe more well documented and more mythologically referenced or historically referenced than any other single food in the world.
Absolutely. And, it's interesting you talk about, stimulating genius. I mean, certainly cacao being the most complex plant chemistry probably on the face of the planet is definitely affecting our epigenetics.
Yes.
It's definitely flipping genes on left and right. It's definitely activating genius through all the neurotransmitter chemicals that are